In a place where poverty casts a big dark cloud, where the odds are really against them, there comes a group of guys who totally ignore the idea of limits. Poverty in Africa is a tough, ongoing problem that's been around for generations. Many people can only dream of economic success, but in the middle of this tough situation, there's a hidden gem lying just beneath the surface, an incredible potential that can't be ignored. When we look at African countries on the economic scale, they usually end up near the bottom. But here's the thing, forget about the numbers for a moment. These folks have some incredible genes for sports. I mean top-tier, world-class genetics. And when it comes to bodybuilding, it's a no-brainer. African folks, especially black people, have genetics that are off the charts. Science has proved it. They've got these perfectly round muscles with super thin skin that shows them off. It's a genetic gift that a lot of them share. So in a way, it's like Africa's got this double-edged sword. On one side, there's the struggle with poverty, but on the other, they've got this amazing genetic potential that's just waiting to be unleashed. It's a reminder that even in tough times, there's hope and greatness within these individuals. And maybe one day, their talents will shine brighter than the challenges they face.
Power to Africa people. We are the future Africa. We are the power. We never give up. That's why God gives us strength. See Africa, we Africans are so strong because of God. God bless us. The future is in Africa. This is home.
It's an hour journey to get here because of virtually no cost of training. And again, there is that sense of belongingness. Anytime I come here, they really receive me as one of their own, and that makes me really happy. Some of the challenges about this type of gyms is, first, you are limited when it comes to equipment. For instance, it's really difficult to train like your calves in a gym like this because you don't have any equipment for it. And the other challenge is the issue of safety. It requires you to be more careful, to be more intuitive to what you're doing because you can easily get hurt.
These people might actually have some of the best genes on the planet. They're living in places with minimal stress, no harmful radiation, and their food is super healthy and natural, packed with great nutrients, unlike here in North America, where everything seems to be processed and not very nutritious. But what we're seeing here might just be what the human body can achieve with excellent genes and naturally high testosterone levels. They could have some of the most amazing genetics on Earth. Getting into this kind of shape with extreme leanness and muscle definition is a real challenge. Achieving that level of vascularity and low body fat without access to proper financial resources, gym equipment, and facilities can be really tough. It's really interesting in Africa. They don't have as many opportunities, so they've had to get super creative. When you go there, you see kids doing all sorts of things, coming up with clever solutions, even finding unique ways to get around. It's pretty mind-blowing, honestly. It's like their survival instincts kick in and make them think outside the box. Here, it's different. We're used to having everything handed to us, so we don't really need to be creative. But when the situation requires it, we can surprise ourselves with how inventive we can be. It's like suddenly having to brainstorm and find new ways of doing things, and that's how they operate in Africa. Over here, if you can't find a gym, Some people won't even consider other options like going for a run outside. They're so used to the gym culture that they struggle to think beyond it. It's like they're stuck in that mindset, and when it's not available, they're a bit lost.
In Africa, they use cement to make weights or iron rims as weight plates. They are super creative with gym machines. They use all the junks from the roads and make Thor gyms with them. The best thing is they don't have perfect gyms, but look at their physiques. They look absolutely mind-boggling. That most of the people's jaws drop when they look. Don't have any exercise equipments? That's okay. Just use things like iron bars, rocks, bottles, or whatever you can find as weights. Can't get your hands on protein powder? No big deal. Eat foods like yams, chicken, eggs, bananas, and oats instead. No steroids. That's perfectly fine. Just have extra meals, do 10 more reps, cut out all the junk foods, make sure you get enough sleep, rely on your own body, and your strength will definitely improve. You'll see some awesome changes in your body and how strong you feel. Maybe you don't have the best gym, the best food, or a top-notch coach to help you with those muscles. But let me tell you, when you go all in on your dreams, even if you're starting with next to nothing, you can actually achieve things that seem impossible.